Hey guys, it's your friend Gare, and I'm finally back to do another top video game soundtrack video for you guys. Now, I know it's been a while since I did my first one where I covered my top 15 NES games, but I'm really excited to come back and do this because the Super Nintendo is by far one of my favorite systems. It has a lot of amazing games and equally amazing soundtracks, so I was really excited to get this one. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, as always, like the first video, this isn't in any particular order. I'm way too ADD to try to do any kind of a ranking system, so I'm just going to talk about these in random order, so keep that in mind. And also, as always, these are just my top personal favorites. Some of you guys, you may agree, you may disagree, and also keep in mind, there are several games for the Super Nintendo I haven't got to play, so I'm sure I'll catch a lot of crap for this, as Earthbound will not be in this list because I haven't played it yet. So keep that in mind, try not to flame me too much on that. Alright, so first up on the list is going to be Mega Man X. Mega Man X is probably my all-time favorite Mega Man game. It's so much fun, the gameplay is awesome, and the soundtrack is just totally kick-ass. It's definitely got a heavy metal vibe to it. So if you go search on YouTube, there's lots of guys that do really great heavy metal covers of it because it just fits so perfectly, which I absolutely love that. It's so much fun. If I could find a way to swap out, some of those metal covers onto the game when I play it, I would totally do that. It'd be a ton of fun. I guess I could just mute it, but you wouldn't have the soundtrack or the sound effects. But anyway, really, really great soundtrack. It's probably my favorite Mega Man soundtrack as well. Alright, so next on the list is going to be Kirby Superstar. And I don't think I've ever played a Kirby game that didn't just have really great music. It's just a lot of fun. It really fits kind of the theme of what you're doing in the game. And, I mean, that's really all that can be said about it. It's just, it really fits the game. It's really great. Like I said, I don't think I've ever heard a bad Kirby soundtrack. So next on the list, this is a game I don't hear a whole lot of people talk about, but it's one of my all-time favorites, and I absolutely love it, and that's UN Squadron. Now, basically, this is just kind of a side-viewed airplane shoot-'em-up game. Lots of fun, really great soundtrack. It really fits, the mood of it, and it really gets you pumped up to play the game. I've used it several times in my videos. I just absolutely love it. If you get a chance, check it out. Alright, so next on the list, this is a game, I remember when it came out in the 90s. The first time I heard the opening title to it, I was instantly drawn into it. I had to get it. I never got to buy it, but we rented it all the time, and that is Killer Instinct. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the intro song, it is so freaking awesome. It's definitely heavy metal to the max. There are tons and tons of remixes and covers out there. And the rest of the soundtrack is great too. Off the top of my head, I can't remember a lot of the characters' names, but the whole soundtrack is just really great, but especially the intro. It's one of the best. I absolutely love it. It really gets you in the mood for fighting. Absolutely. Alright, so next up, this is a franchise that was definitely really popular on the NES, and that is Contra 3: The Alien Wars. Sadly, this is a game I haven't played a whole heck of a lot. I've kind of, screwed around with it here and there, but I've never actually tried to give it a full playthrough. But the music I heard on it was great. Again, with Contra, there's really never been any that I've played that had bad music. So, just like, Contra 1 and Super C, it's great music. It gets you really pumped up to go shoot a bunch of bad guys. Really, really good. I enjoy it a lot. Okay, so next up, this is a soundtrack that I don't think anybody could logically make a list of their favorite soundtracks, especially Super Nintendo, without having it in there, and that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4: Turtles in Time. It's just easily, hands down, one of my all-time favorite video games. Definitely one of my top beat-em-up games, and the music on it is so freaking awesome. I constantly go on my computer and listen to it, like anytime I'm studying or, doing anything. I play that all the time. It's so good, especially like the bonus stage level. It's such a good soundtrack. Just like all the other Ninja Turtle games, they have really great music. Alright, so next up, this is another game I don't hear a lot of people talk about, but it's another one of my favorites. It's another space shoot 'em up, and that's Gradius 3. It is easily one of the hardest games I've ever freaking played. It's one of those games that you play it and it pisses you off so bad, I want to chuck the controller, but I can't quit playing it. It kind of makes you a sadist or a masochist, I guess. But the music on it's really great. It really fits that kind of space theme that they have going on. And especially like when you get to the bonus level, it's really great. If you get a chance, check it out. It's a really good game, really good music. Alright, so I know in the last video I said I was going to limit to one per franchise whenever I do these videos, but this one, I couldn't do it. It was way too hard. These next two games, they have such amazing soundtracks, and they're so unique, but so similar, and you guys will know what I'm talking about here. So the first game is Super Castlevania 4, and it's just such a really great game. I absolutely love the Castlevania series. All of them have great music, And this one, if I remember correctly, I think it's a kind of a remake of the original Castlevania for the NES. So it's really got that feel for it, and it's also got the music everybody knows and loves, but it's really improved on. I listen to it all the time. It's another game that I've not beaten. I've not given it the full time of day that I should. But it's definitely a soundtrack I go listen to quite frequently. So following up to that, this is another really great game, very hard to find, but it definitely worth getting if you can. Great gameplay and great music, and that is Castlevania Dracula X. Again, it's got that really familiar Castlevania feel and music to it, but it's got kind of a really upbeat funk to it. If you guys know what I'm talking about, if you've ever listened to it, you'll know what I mean. You know, it's just, it's really upbeat, and it's got like a funk sound to it. It's kind of hard to explain. But if you've never listened to it, definitely go check it out. Out of the two Castlevania games, I almost think that Dracula X is probably more of my favorite soundtrack of the two. It's really good. Alright, so next up on the list, this is a game it's really hard for me to talk about without even smiling. It just makes me so happy to talk about it, let alone listen to it. It's so nostalgic, it really brings up a lot of fond memories, and that is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Again, easily one of my all-time favorite games, one of my all-time favorite soundtracks, and I mean, there's nothing much I can say about it that's not been said before. The music is incredible. It's very original. It really fits the theme. It's just absolutely outstanding. And if you've ever played A Link Between Worlds, you know a lot of the music on there is familiar, just an upgrade to it. So it just really shows you how it stands a test of time and how well it was done then that it still holds up today and can be improved on. It's so fantastic. All right, next on the list, this is another series that does very well with kind of matching the gameplay with the music to really set the mood for the environment you're in, and that is Super Metroid. Like I said before, you know, I love Metroid's music. Every Metroid game I've ever played has really good atmospheric music that, again, it just really sets a tone for that space atmosphere that's really just kind of got an alien feel to it. And this one is certainly no exception. It's just so original, so well done. The boss battle music, the intro, everything. It's easily one of my favorites. There's a lot of really great covers to it. So I'm sure most, if not all of you guys have played it and know exactly what I'm talking about. But if not, do yourself a favor, go play it, go listen to the soundtrack. It is one of the best. Okay, so no list is ever complete without a Super Mario soundtrack, or just even talking about Super Mario. This one was tough because I've heard a lot of people say that their favorite soundtrack of the Mario games, it always goes back and forth between Yoshi's Island and Super Mario RPG. Sadly, I've not really played Yoshi's Island. I know I feel dirty just saying that, but I have played Super Mario World, and it's a great soundtrack. So between that and Super Mario RPG, I really have to choose the former. I have to go with Super Mario World. It's very nostalgic for me. It's got a great soundtrack. Again, it fits the mood very well, whether you're, you know, on, I can't remember the name of the levels, but whether you're outside doing a really upbeat level or you go in the castle, and even the boss levels, they're just very, very well done. They stand up very well today. But don't get me wrong, Super Mario RPG, excellent game, excellent music. It just didn't quite draw me in the same way that Super Mario World did. Alright, so next up, this is another one I don't hear a lot of people talk about, and this one may be more nostalgia, kind of pushing its ugly head in, but the next one is going to be Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. This is a game I used to play all the time as a kid. I played it more so than the original NES one. You know, obviously the graphics were improved, the gameplay was improved, and the music is so good. You know, they definitely had kind of that like early to mid 90s metal thing going on. It was really good. Like they have the really good guitar riffs in there and everything. It's definitely a soundtrack I would love to hear arranged, you know, like with a really proper guitar and drums and everything. And there may be some out there I just haven't found yet. But yeah, definitely a fantastic soundtrack. Especially, again, the bonus stages. I don't know what it is with bonus stages in these beat-em-ups, but they do them very, very well. Okay, guys, so we're on to the last couple of games here. No soundtrack list is ever complete without throwing in some RPGs. RPGs, that's one of the many things that makes them so wonderful, is they tend to have great music associated with them. So first up, I'm going to do Final Fantasy III or Final Fantasy VI, whatever you want to call it. This is a game I didn't play until recently, and I'm very sad that I missed out for so long. But it's not only a very incredible game, but the music is just outstanding. Once again, it really encompasses the kind of environment and the mood that, you know, that you're constantly going through in the game with all the different characters, all the different settings. I really love the overworld theme. If you guys have played it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's very catchy. I sing it in my head all the time. Very, very good soundtrack. It's one of the best of Final Fantasy, in my opinion. And now, on to the very last one. Probably my favorite in this list, and definitely one of my top 5 of all time. And that's going to be Chrono Trigger. I can gush about how much I love that game all day long. It is such an amazing game. If you guys have not played it, go freaking play it. It's so good. It's such a good RPG. It's very original, very creative. There's tons of different endings you can do. But one of the best aspects of it is definitely the music. I own the soundtrack. I play it all the time. It's on my phone. I have it on CD. It's on my computer. I have it anywhere I can possibly listen to it. I do, and I listen to it on a weekly basis. There's just so many songs on there that really, with me, invokes a lot of feelings, and it gets me really giddy. There are songs that make me happy. There's songs that almost depress me, but like in a good way, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Very, very good. I like I said, I could gush about it all day. But if I had to pick a favorite of the Super Nintendo system, I would have to say Chrono Trigger. It's very close between that and A Link to the Past, but it's great. It really is. So, again, if you haven't listened to it, if you haven't played it, do yourself a favor. Go do it now. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this episode of my top soundtracks for the Super Nintendo. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned some new games that you want to go try out, or even some new soundtracks you want to go listen to. Like I said, I always try to throw some new ones in there that maybe not everybody's heard of. So definitely go check some of these soundtracks out. They're so good. I wouldn't do you guys wrong, I promise. But yeah, let me know if you guys agree with my video, if you disagree, if there's some in there that I left out that should be in there. Again, keep in mind, there's tons of games for the Super Nintendo I've not played. I know there's lots more RPGs like Earthbound, Secret of Mana, tons of them. So, let me know what your guys' favorites are, and I will definitely try to get another one of these videos up soon. I think I will do the Sega Genesis next. That's another really good one, so I can't wait to do it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care.